Welcome to Friday night here at The Flight is Right on the ADHD Whiskey channel. Tonight is a big night. It's going to be a big fun night. A big fun night where we're playing a game. We're playing a game with a couple from Tennessee who are the only 10s I see to here tonight so far, give or take. They are what I would consider to be just a power couple. But tonight we're going to find out which half of this couple is the most powerful. In this game of Stuff and Whiskey, everybody put your hands together. Aaron and Josh from Stuff and Whiskey, come on down. Hello.
I'm so excited.
Howdy, Bob.
Oh, Barker.
Man. Yeah,
again.
Bob Barker, the OG.
Yeah.
I was more of the large gentleman before he lost the weight. What was his name?
Drew Carey.
Yeah, except for not as well. He wasn't that funny, I don't think. How the heck is everybody in chat tonight? Aaron and Josh, how the heck are you? What are you up to? Just hanging around? Happen to have a bunch of Glens in front of you?
Yeah, we just like to sit around with empty Glens and look at them, admire them.
Yeah,
that's what we do.
Nice.
Typical Friday night around here. Nothing new.
Well, tonight we're going to fill those Glens up. Maybe not all the way, but we're going to at least get them wet. And we're going to make some determinations. And we're going to have a bunch of fun. And it's going to be a blast. First of all, I want to say hi to some people in chat. My mom's here. Hi, Mom. Love you so much.
Hi, Mom.
She's the best. She is really the best. You guys were right. She's pretty good. DC is in the house. What's going on, DC? Jory Knowlton. That's a new name. Nice to Knowlton you. Friggin' Jory? Jory. That's a good name. Travis Coakley's in the house. Whiskey Mountains, Adriana Zenbood, Bourbon, Jay Hamilton, Scott Tilton, Average Drinker, C. Jackson. Holy smokes. We have a lot happening. So tonight, I wanted to invite you both on for a couple reasons. First reason, we have a fun game to play. Second reason is on Sunday night, you two have this really awesome fundraiser stream that you're doing. We're going to talk about that in a little bit, but I just want to let everybody know to keep your ears open because Sunday night, 9 p.m. Eastern on Stuff and Whiskey is going to be an awesome stream. They're going to talk more about it in a little bit. But first, I just want to know, are you guys ready to play Stuff and Whiskey?
Ready as I'll ever be.
I don't think I've ever been more ready for anything else in my life, ever.
Oh,
Josh has been practicing all his life for this.
Yeah. I've prepared for this moment for so long.
This is my bourbon podcast, Perry says. Matt, you just sound like you're trying to convince yourself that it'll be fun.
It'll be fun. It's going to be fun.
I'm just trying to convince myself not to drive to Lexington, Kentucky and put a whooping on Perry. That's what I'm trying to convince. Luckily, Perry's a nice guy. I didn't have to do too much convincing. It's going to be fun. Dang it, Perry.
How can it not be fun with these Price is Right graphics?
I mean,
and I was in Lexington this morning, and I don't need to have a little powwow with Perry about this.
Oh, hear that, Perry?
Oh, coming for you.
Stuff and Whiskey, and you sometimes just never know what the stuff is. It could be taekwondo or jujitsu, or maybe just a roundhouse kick to the face. You just never know.
Never know. We like to surprise you.
I'm not sure which one a roundhouse kick to the face falls, if it's taekwondo or jujitsu, but we'll go with whatever you said.
You just don't worry about it. Just do whatever comes natural.
Yeah.
So those of you out there, 107 people in chat so far, if you're not subscribed to Stuff and Whiskey, they are, I want to say, a relatively new channel, but they're not that new. They've been around. When did you guys start your channel? Time flies around here. So it hasn't been a year yet, has it? It's been, 6 months?
No, it's been like
not close.
5 or 6 months.
Our first video came out like right at the end of April, early May.
Yeah.
Okay. And you're already over 1,000. You guys are killing it. Holy cow.
Yeah,
absolutely
it's
awesome.
Insane. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, it grew a little faster than we expected it to.
That's what she said.
It's been a lot of fun. Yeah.
The production quality, amazing. It's like you started you started from where most people grow to, if that makes sense. Like
Yeah,
I started
I
with a crooked cell phone camera in front of a white cabinet with like 6 bottles, and I was yelling into a lab mic that I don't even know was working. But you two started out with like the most precise lighting, and then like it just looks so good. And I think I mean, you two could probably just gain subscribers. Yeah, I don't know, outside in the dark, but still, you guys, like, the production quality is
You
amazing.
could.
So you guys are awesome.
All credit to very talented friends
Yes.
and a lot of photo background on our part
Yep.
that helped put all this together. But we still don't know what we're doing, so
No.
we're just here for the fun. Anybody
Eric
that watches
Gunderson,
our
good evening,
channel very
everybody.
much
Hello
knows
to
we
Matt
don't
and
know
my
what we're
fellow
talking
Nashville BFFs. Eric
Yeah.
Gunderson, you guys
Yeah.
some BFFs.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's the man with 3 names, Eric David Gunderson.
Yes. The 3-named man, I like to call him.
So, all right, you two are both photographers, or you were photographers.
We were,
that-
yeah.
Or-
All right. So who's the if okay? You have to get it. You have to get an image. You have to get an image. You got one shot. Who takes it? Let's say it's a portrait. Who takes the portrait?
A portrait?
Josh.
Oh, I'll probably take a portrait,
How about a
but I'm
bird?
winging it.
Oh, you're winging it.
Yeah. Josh
Okay.
is more precise, and I'm more like.
Wait, was that a pun on the bird? He said a bird?
No, it wasn't a pun
You
on the
winging
bird.
it? Okay.
But it just
It would've
worked
been a
out
good
that
one.
way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
All
don't
right.
know. If,
we both did a lot of portrait photography in our time, but I did a little bit. I kind of diversified a little bit more than just that,
oh,
with like macro product stuff and
Josh was
really nerdy stuff.
into film photography, and I was just out there having fun, and people were paying me.
She's the artistic
okay.
one. I'm the tech nerd. That's the best way to put it.
Boring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Boring.
it's not boring. It makes for a really nice studio lighting setup.
Oh, I suppose. Yeah, I guess. Well, I mean, it looks great. You two are great. If you haven't watched their videos, they do a really cool head-to-heads where they have their own scoring system. They taste stuff blind, and from my perspective, it's one of the coolest blind tastings I watch because, matter of fact, I think that your videos are like the videos I get the notification, I immediately click. And
Oh,
then
oh, thanks.
about 10
Just
minutes
super
later, it's
kind.
always Josh going, "Are you serious? Oh my, what?
Yeah.
That's every video, and I love it.
He's always shocked.
I'm never not surprised.
And it's genuine, you can tell. And you can tell you guys are having a lot of fun. So keep it
they
up,
are fun.
you two. Jeff, not Meager. He told me how to pronounce his last name. Still not there yet. Cheers, Matt, Josh, and Aaron. Drinking Owl 11 here tonight. How is that? The new one? The new Owl?
How is that?
How is it? All right. So you two are drinking a little water. How about you guys pour glass number A? Glass A, glass 1, whatever it's labeled?
Yep. A.
It is labeled A.
Ah, that's good. Did they leak it all?
They. That's hilarious.
It took you a while to get them open? Is that what's going on?
I actually did time myself because when I opened it up, I was like, "Oh, okay, challenge accepted, sir." And I just went at it with a knife.
Oh,
Pretty heavy.
is this heavy?
Yeah. So I timed myself, and open to shut, I was under the 5-minute mark.
Were they wrapped?
That's not
in
bad.
Well, they were, yeah. They were wrapped in plastic. That was wrapped in plastic. That was wrapped in plastic. That was wrapped in bubble wrap. That was wrapped in plastic.
Oh, nice.
Well,
I missed that.
I get I'm not OCD, but I do get paranoid because I do overdo it. I overdid it a little bit,
It's okay.
but at least it made it right.
I'll say
It made it.
former photographer, but now I work in the shipping industry, and I'm surprised anything gets anywhere without getting completely destroyed. So you did a good job, sir. You did a very good job.
What's going on? JG's in the house. Drew Fiestenberger. The hell's going on? Oh, not much. Just having a couple of the most awesome guests on the planet to play a game. Be More Bourbon. Cheers all. Has anyone had the new Redwood Empire? I haven't yet. Not yet. Somebody asked about Midwinter Night's Dram. I know it's hitting all the stores. They just got released, so keep your eye open. Keep your eye out. If you're close to a Total Wine, last year when I was in Connecticut, I just keep checking their stock on their American whiskey, and Midwinter Night Dram popped up in the Total Wine inventory, so it wasn't like that limited where they didn't even admit that they had it. Actually, I got a Wild Turkey bottled and bond last year that way too, which was crazy. But so if you're on one of those, look out for it. We're ready, Matt. All right, I'm ready too. What we're playing tonight is it's Josh versus Aaron. It's 1-on-1, 1v1, husband v wife. We're playing a game called Stuff and Whiskey, which of course is the name of your channel, which is why I named it that. It makes sense. I don't know. I'm so sorry. This is gonna get a little bit silly, but it's gonna be fun. We have 5 samples and then 2 showcases. The winner of the samples will get to choose their showcase. That's the way this is gonna work.
Ooh,
So,
okay.
Now, the rules of the game. You guys can go ahead and start smelling and tasting glass A.
Okay.
And we'll talk about it for a second. We'll talk about it. I've got one poured as well.
Okay. You're tasting along with us?
I'll taste along with you. You know why? Because whiskey and friends.
I like it.
Smells like whiskey.
Am I allowed to say what I smell?
Yeah.
Of course you can.
Okay.
Absolutely.
I smell bacon.
Bacon.
Mm-hmm.
I see that. It's a little it's more like grease, right? Like the grease, not the bacon itself, but the bacon grease. Yeah.
Like what's left in the pan, yeah.
I can see that.
I got like a very first nose, I got like a touch of chlorine, and then that went away, and now I'm getting like a really syrupy sweetness.
Chlorine?
Just like a split second of it, and then we get some weird like very first tasting notes that oftentimes don't make it to video.
Yeah.
But we've
That's
had some
fine.
pretty wild stuff come up on very first nose.
Yeah.
But like this thing is really large, but it doesn't work very well. So I'm usually nosing is my weakest category.
Oh man, that's okay. It's just I just close my eyes and just go into wherever it brings me. Like bacon, that's an amazing place.
I mean, can't hate that.
Yes. I'm not going to tell you exactly what I get because I know what it is, and that would probably give it away.
So
unless, of course, I don't know what it is, but I do.
Yeah. Can we taste it?
Go ahead. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh. This is good. I feel like we've had this before.
Yeah, this does not taste familiar to me. Watch it be like what was in the video this week or something.
You never know. I am tricky. Drew Furstenberger says, "Who are these 2 guests? I joined a tad late. Josh and Aaron from the channel Stuff and Whiskey. They're great. They're amazing. I recommend their channel 1,000%. Like, I'm not gonna willy-nilly tiptoe around it. Subscribe to them. Watch their stuff. It's fantastic. If you love Whiskey Tube, you'll love Josh and Aaron.
We love you, Matt.
That's silly. That's silliness.
It's like I feel the same way. Like you were like, I see the notification pop up, I click it immediately, which is insane for you to say, but that's what we do on your videos. Every time I see one pop up, I'm click.
I don't know. It's weird, like putting yourself out there so much to the point now where I'm editing my videos and I don't even feel like it's me anymore. And I used to watch my videos and now I don't. It's got to the point where I just don't rewatch them anymore. So I have no idea. So somebody will mention something in the video and I've got to click on it to go see what they're talking about. But hey, my mom just subscribed to Stuff and Whiskey.
I watch our videos to click on the bloopers at the end, and when we don't have bloopers, I get mad at Josh for not putting it in there.
What, weren't we any good? Weren't we funny? We did everything right.
It's like, dang it, we were so on point. We didn't have bloopers.
We still say that our very first video was a blooper reel.
That was our best work.
And
like, hands down.
It was the best thing we've ever done. And it's all just been downhill since then. But that was when you had that camera pointed in your face. And we're not we don't like to be the center of attention very much.
Yeah.
All right.
So, which is a weird thing to say when you start a YouTube channel. But
I'm the
like
same
there
way.
was an acclimation period of having a camera in your face and talking to it.
Yeah.
And I'm still not used to it. Like people complain because I look at Aaron too much during our videos sometimes. But guys, can you blame me? Come on.
No comment. It's just, yeah, of course, but it's weird if you're both talking to the camera, if you're talking to each other.
Yeah.
If I started talking like this, that would be weird. That would be strange. If I was like, this is really good. What do you? Because it's just a light. It's just not. I wouldn't ever.
Not gonna talk back.
Yeah. I'd be like, oh, geez. Drew Furstenberger, I thank you. I just saw your comment on my phone, actually. I don't know why it didn't show up on this side of chat, but I'm glad that the Lob Creek is headed your way, the store pick. I know that people started getting them today. So let me know how it goes. Let me know what you think. Bottles of Barbells. Happy Friday. Cheers. Cheers to you. Hey, thanks for stopping in and being a part of this. Talking to crickets. Sometimes. Just tell them to shut up every once in a while.
Matt,
are you two familiarizing yourselves with Class A quite a bit?
I am.
Yeah.
I did have a question regarding the crickets that came up. Is it true that your mom's rap name is Lil Cricket?
No.
That's what I heard in the streets.
I don't know what my mom's rap name would be. I'm trying to think.
My mom has a rap name.
Oh, yeah, she does.
Young Money.
Really?
Yeah.
What is it?
Young Money.
Young Money.
And I don't know how it came about, but we have a family Snapchat that I'm on with my siblings and my mom, and her Snapchat name is Young Money and then a series of numbers.
No, everybody else has their real name, and her mom is Young Money.
That's hilarious.
It's awesome.
Oh my gosh. My mom's rap name would be Oh geez. You know what? I'm drawing a blank. I'll think of it though. I'll think of it eventually. I don't want to just throw something out there that doesn't fit her well. I'll figure it out though.
Yeah. You have to be careful being on the internet too. Like if you throw something out there that's crazy and it sticks, you're stuck with it.
Have the rap report. Okay, let's see here. My mom says, watch it. I will. I'll just call her Mother. Oh, that's actually a pretty badass rap name. Mother.
Mother. It's like Beyonce. Yeah. Just need one name.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So this Class A is just going to get us accustomed to the game. This one does count, but this is just a feel for the game Stuff and Whiskey.
Okay.
So you are both currently drinking a whiskey, and I want you to answer this question, but keep your answers separate from each other. So it's your own answer. Don't let each other see it because you're competing against each other. So what I want to know is the value of this whiskey, but not in a monetary amount. I'm going to show you some stuff, and I want to know what's more valuable, the stuff or the bottle of whiskey.
Ooh,
this is brilliant.
Okay.
If you two are ready, I'm going to show you the stuff.
Okay.
Is the bottle of whiskey you are drinking more expensive than an outdoor canopy wedding tent that's 30 feet by 10 feet from wish.com?
Boy, the wish part really throws a wrinkle in it.
Wish.com, yeah.
It's got 4 out of 5 stars. It's a 30 by 10 wedding tent. It's heavy duty. It's a gazebo pavilion. Is the bottle of whiskey you're drinking more expensive than that gazebo from wish.com? So just write down what's more expensive, gazebo or whiskey.
Okay.
I got to say, this is not where I saw my Friday night going, but I love it.
It's a hard one.
It is.
You know
I'm
what?
just going with my gut.
To be totally honest, if you smell Glass A again, it kind of smells like a gazebo that just came out of a box, like the canvas.
That was that chlorine smell that I was talking about, which is that's it. It's that plastic tarpy kind of.
Yeah.
It's not a bad note. It is a very unique note, though.
So, okay, to be more clear here, there's a possibility that some of these whiskeys are just retail price. You can find them every day. But in the case that it's unavailable, we're going like the value of the whiskey itself. So let's say I put a George T. Stagg in here. Like it wouldn't be a $99 bottle. We'd be looking, much more expensive, right? It's like, what do they go for? $600 or something like that. So it's the actual value of the bottle itself. So that's
they went up.
Oh.
Aren't they like? I thought somebody said they were going for like $1,200 now because of Buffalo Trace's news.
Well, I for sure didn't put George T. Stagg in here because I don't have one. That was just so I have values of these. I just don't have the value for George T. Stagg. That's just an example here. So, are you too confident with Glass A?
I mean, no, but that's how I live my life.
100% no.
I'm not confident about anything.
Good. So we have 176 people in here. Do you guys want to talk about your Sunday fundraiser real quick? Let us know what's happening on Sunday, what you got going on. Plug it and plug it hard.
Yeah.
Never mind.
I mean, it's a Friday night. What else do we do? It's for us starting the channel back at the end of April and early May, we didn't really know what to expect. We really just wanted to have fun together and kind of get involved in the community a little bit as well. And it grew a lot quicker than we thought it would.
Yeah.
And, just a function of, I don't know, like our ethos as people or whatever, because it grew, it got bigger than we thought. And we were like, okay, if we're going to have this platform, we want to be able to do something with it.
Yep.
And shout out to Whiskey Mountains and shout out to you, Matt. You guys have run some fundraisers that have been super, super inspiring, raising money for family in need, for causes and things like that. And it got us to talking and yeah, I mean, I'm glad we're on here with you and I'm glad Adriana's in chat because you guys were really the direct inspiration for this. So we started tossing around the idea of doing a charity fundraiser live stream and what that looked like and what the cause might be. And one came to mind pretty quickly with just mental health, mental illness and depression and anxiety and suicide and addiction and all the things related to that. It's a cause that's really near and dear to our hearts for a lot of personal reasons. And then, we thought, okay, like how can we make this cool for the Whiskey Tube community? And, obviously being able to give away really awesome whiskey is great as well. So I think the mark of any good fundraiser is if you wish you could participate in it. And I'm kind of low-key upset that I can't participate in this one because some of the stuff that's for giveaway is just so dang cool. Like, I mean, we've got bottles from like Stag Junior Batch 12. We've got, your Elmer T. Lee's and your Blantons and your Weller 12s. We've got tons of store picks, which are my jam.
Yeah.
All kinds of stuff on that front. We've got quite a few flights. I think we've got 10 flights going out. We have the entire Willet mash bill lineup, all 6 mash bills from Willet.
Holy cow. That's
going to be a flight. We've got a flight of Pappy of the 15, 20, and 23 year Pappies. And that's from Top Dog in the chat. He's a local guy here. Him and his wife are awesome. And they donated that for the giveaway. And they're all like 2014 to 2016. They're like older Pappies too. So super excited for somebody to win that. We just got tons of stuff to give away. We're going to have at least 30 winners, if not more, because we just want to hook everybody up. And we're just going to get on there and we're going to go for probably kind of on Adriana's cue there. We're going to go for about 2 hours probably. And, we're just going to talk. We're going to chat with people and we're going to talk about mental health and what it means to us and why we feel like it's so important. And we're going to talk a little bit about the charity. Yeah. And we're also going to have a pool of 10 Glencairns in the middle of the table. 5 kind of crazy, wild, allocated or completely insanely difficult to find samples, and then 5 just readily available things. all mixed up, and then we're just going to draw them at random and taste
Just
them as we go
sip
through.
them as we go. Yeah.
That's awesome.
And,
Talk about 'em.
Yeah, and just have fun.
Yeah.
We just want to have fun, and we want to talk about the hope and the help available for, mental health and mental illness. And yeah, it's just a cause, like I said, that's super near and dear to us.
And Sunday's important because it is World Mental Health Day.
Yeah.
So that's why we chose October 10th to do it. So.
Yep.
Well, how the stars aligned there. So the name of the charity it's To Write Love on Her Arms. Is that what the name of the charity is?
Yeah,
okay.
That's it. And we're doing it, technically speaking, we're hosting the fundraiser on GoFundMe. And To Write Love on Her Arms is a 501(c)(3), tax deductible charity. So people can make all their donations over there, and you can even be anonymous if you donate, if you so choose to. Then on the back end, we can see, and Adriana's going to run the giveaway. So thankful to have her on board with this. And, we're just going to give away a lot of fun whiskey, and people are going to donate over on GoFundMe. It's going to go straight to Write Love on Her Arms. And then, separate and apart from that, we're giving away a lot of whiskey on the YouTubes.
That's awesome. So that's 9 p.m. Eastern on your channel.
Yeah, Sunday night, 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 Central. We're Central, but not everyone is. So.
Yep, we'll start rolling after it's bourbon night.
Yep.
That's so cool of you guys to do that. I'm gonna keep pumping it out. Just letting everybody know to get there. I mean, the cause is something that's really worth donating to, and I mean the prizes are incredible too. So it's like you better be there. Everybody be there. Sunday night, 9 p.m. Eastern. Stuff and Whiskey. It's gonna be, I would imagine, a fun stream, but also for a really good cause as well. So
absolutely,
sure.
Did you pour glass B yet?
No,
we can.
I've
learned from Grease to follow your instructions.
Super smart.
A lot of I'm not a wise man, but I feel like you can learn a lot of what not to do.
That's hilarious.
Shout out to Grease. I almost called him by his real name. Shout out to Grease, who is a great guy, who is also local here in Nashville.
Yes. Those guys, Will and Grease, are both really phenomenal human beings.
Yeah.
Doug Chrisope, love seeing you bring on new whiskey doers. I love Aaron and Josh. Me too. I was flattered that they said yes. So I'm super, super happy that they're here. And hopefully this turns out to be a fun little flight, and we get just a huge turnout on Sunday night on their channel. All right.
I mean, it's fun so far when you're comparing whiskey against a gazebo.
I know.
Well,
I love it.
That is the beauty of this. It's just we over here at ADHD Whiskey, we like to think different. And by that I mean me and all everything that's running through my head. It's a disaster in there, and I'm surprised that anything ever works out at all. So I'm glad that actually what usually happens is I start explaining a game, and then I'm like, this doesn't make any sense. I should have thought about this earlier. And then it turns out to be huge, very bad. All right, we can go get into glass B now, nose it and taste it and everything you want.
Matt, how do I get my RPMs up on my whiskey swirls?
We got to hold it first of all, you're holding it by the bulb.
Is it all?
There you go.
Oh, wow.
Now
that
you're
makes such a difference.
Yeah, you gotta hold it by the base, and you really gotta actually forget about what you're doing altogether.
Oh god!
And then before you know it, probably about 6,500 RPM, and you wake up in the morning and you're like, "What the heck happened last night?" It was just swirling, is all it was.
I can't do it.
It's kind of relaxing once you think of it, and then when I get relaxed, I kind of start nodding off, especially at this hour. So like I could just drop the glass.
Oh yeah, Josh falls asleep when we watch television these days. I have to elbow him.
So old, such an old man.
Scott Moody, you subscribe to Stuff and Whiskey. Stuff and Whiskey.
Thanks, Scott.
Come on over, Scott.
The crickets are being surprisingly quiet. They're what is it called when you know day from night? Like your body has a
is it your
circadian rhythm? Is that it?
Mm-hmm.
I think
so.
Did I just actually come up with that out of nowhere?
You
I
just
think
dropped
you
some
did.
science
You
knowledge.
dropped some knowledge on us.
I'm not going to pronounce the first word again because I don't know if it was right or if I could possibly do it. But I think that the cricket's rhythm is goofed up, and they just cricket all day. And then by nighttime, they're exhausted.
Oh, I bet that's eerie.
Just pump
At
your lights in there all night long. Keep them
Uh-huh.
up.
Yes.
Play heavy metal.
Ugh.
Mental warfare on the crickets. Not physical warfare, but you know. gotta get 'em
DC
where it
says
hurts.
swirling is a skill. Matt just makes it look easy. You know,
Swirling is a skill. You know, I was a nanny years and years ago, and it was a family who the dad worked for the wine industry, and their 8-year-old could swirl wine glasses better than I can now. And I would still think about that to this day.
we were
Shoot,
at
got
High
nothing on that,
West.
though.
Do what?
We were at High West last weekend in Utah, and we were doing a tasting with a gentleman there, and he started talking about how people have different methods of tasting, and he was like, some people swirl their glass, and I was like, you're about to talk shit, aren't you? Like, I was waiting for him to be like, and that's not the right way to do it. I was loaded and ready just to blow up, but he didn't.
Oh,
He just said it. He just said it was a technique, but I was ready to be aggravated.
You're ready to fight.
I was like, you just can't do it right. You just can't do it. This is awesome. Hey, by the way, everybody out there, I haven't seen Cheech in chat yet, but Cheech Arlino, Whiskey Encore is like maybe 60 subscribers away from 1,000. So if you guys could subscribe to Whiskey Encore, let's get him to 1,000 as quick as we can. He deserves it. Cheech is the man. What do you guys think of B? Have you tasted it yet?
I did. It's good. You like this?
I feel like, well, what do you like better so far, A or B?
I don't know. A doesn't count. He said it was like warm up.
Okay.
No, it does. It did count. I said it did count.
Oh,
I said
did
it
count.
we're just introducing the game, but it did count for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I think so far I like A better because it kind of reminds me of a log cabin and bacon.
I could see that.
I think I like the flavors on A better, but I like the experience on B a little bit better. A little bit more oomph there.
All right. Teach their own, I guess. I don't know. All right. What I want to know. You've tasted it? You guys have tasted through it already?
Yep.
Okay. I don't want to rush you. But at the same time, kind of wanted to rush you a little bit. What the? Oh, I think my order. Nope. Okay, I'm right here. I thought my palate is off because I was like, that's not what I thought it was, but it is. It definitely is. All right. What I would like to know is if the whiskey bottle that you are drinking, not from, the whiskey you're drinking, is that bottle more expensive than a 1999 Pontiac Grand Am from Facebook Marketplace? It has 201,000 miles. It seats 5 people. It has a clean title. It needs a new solenoid for a steering pump, so there's no power steering. Electric fans don't work. The CVC joint, which isn't even a thing, is going out. Can't figure out why fans won't work. Didn't have time to work on it.
That's unfortunate.
1999 Pontiac Grand Am needs some work. Is the bottle of whiskey you're drinking from more expensive or less expensive? What's more expensive, the Grand Am or the bottle of whiskey?
Oh, man.
Oh, my God. Oh. Remember Pontiac?
So bad at this game.
Remember
this is
Pontiac?
so easy.
There are no more.
There are no more?
No.
Oh, wow.
That car brand does not exist anymore.
Okay. All right. I just went with my gut, and I know it's wrong, but it is what it is, so I'm good.
David Barnes says, nice rims on that son of a bitch.
Wait, can I see the picture again?
Of course you can. Boom, there it is. It looks to be pretty rust-free. Maybe some curb scrapes on the wheel itself, possibly.
All right.
I would imagine he probably took the picture of the best side.
Probably.
But
It's
you never
paid
know.
off.
There's no
nice.
lien on it, and he just doesn't have time to figure it out. Yeah, there's not enough
That's
time.
fair. That's very fair.
Yeah, sometimes you just don't have time, and you just have to sell your Grand Am. Grand Am it. All right. Pour glass C, would ya?
Oh man. Where did this come from? How did you come up with this idea?
Because I was thinking stuff and whiskey. And how could I possibly make a game with stuff and whiskey?
I like it.
Then I was like, maybe I was going to say, what would be more expensive, this item or the whiskey? And then I thought, why not make it random items that we don't know the price of until the end? And then, so I was asking my wife, I'm like, I was trying to think of like off the wall stuff that would just be goofy. So that's how it came about. And I like the game a lot. It's actually kind of fun. And it's obviously just for fun because we don't know, except for me. I would have gotten all these right easily.
Probably.
We are here for all the fun and all the silliness. I was slightly concerned. I was like, oh man, if we're going to go into like a Matt Madness type scenario, I'm not 100% sure if we wouldn't tie the Shelf Turd score.
You never know. You could. You never know.
Oh, I would zero it.
Eric Thompson says a Pontiac Starfire convertible is a collector's car. You mean a Sunfire? I don't know that they made a Starfire, but a Sunfire I do know. How much is a Pontiac going for in the secondary market? We'll talk about that in a little bit. What's going on, Mojo? How the heck are you? Scott Moody, what's up?
I'm gonna try this.
So we're on C. We're on letter C. Oh, I hear it splashing around.
Trying.
Yeah.
When you're holding this base, Matt, how firm is your grip on the base?
Oh, you know what? It really depends. If you hold it too tight, if you hold it tight, it's really hard. You kind of just gotta
I'm a tight gripper.
He is a tight gripper.
That's just stress. That's a lot of stress.
It is.
Oh, yeah, it definitely is.
Yeah.
We'll talk about
it's like you're clenching your teeth, but with your whiskey.
Yeah. I do them both at the same time.
Does the car have a portable boombox? I don't think the car has a portable boombox.
Oh, yeah, that's exactly what it is.
It's straight up apple, and it tastes like apple too.
Or like a green Jolly Rancher.
Like a green apple.
Look at you giving me.
Interesting. DC says Josh is using too much wrist.
It's a problem. I'm working on it.
You'll figure it out. One of these days, you'll get there.
Practice makes perfect.
DC says more thumb and ring finger. That does make sense.
Wait, ring
Has
finger.
a Krakow stereo with 2 realistic home speakers wired. I don't know if it has that 8-track player. It didn't say anything. About the stereo. It also only had one picture. Otherwise, it would have included multiple. But just the one. Just the one totally out of frame picture.
I've been known to roll a Pontiac or two back in the day.
Oh yeah.
Oh, me too. Heck yeah.
Oh yeah.
What Grand Prix? You're a Grand Prix guy.
No, I did like the Grand Prix. Was the GXPs? What were they?
Yeah, those were newer than what I had, but yeah. There's a GXPs.
My best buddy's mom had one of those. Love that thing. I got real dumb when I was a kid, and for some reason the adults in my life supported it in
Did you get
not
a GTO?
good financial way. So I got a 99 Trans Am.
Oh, WS6?
When I was a senior in high school. And it was not a WS6, but I had that for a while, and then I got rid of that, and then I got a 2006 GTO, and then I got really tired of paying a lot of money every month, and I decided living on my own might be a better option. So I got rid of the fun cars and got a little bit more responsible. But I got some Pontiac love.
Man, I think it seems weird. I think I don't know if everybody used to be like a car person, but a lot of the people in the whiskey community, like they used to be into cars or are still into cars. I used to, love cars also, but grew out of it, had a family, had to sell some stuff.
Yeah.
And now I just look at those 700 horsepower gigantic SUVs and I'm like, oh yeah, one day I can
just
haul
live
the kids so
vicariously through my
fast.
friends.
Yeah.
Yeah. You just have to live vicariously through other people. It's
Mhm.
that season. It's not that season right now. There's other things to do. We'll come back around to that later on. We'll have our time, Matt. We'll have our time. Me and you in a
Alan,
700 horsepower SUV just blazing down a Colorado mountainside into the
all
sunset.
we're
Wow,
doing.
you thought about this.
Just now, but it sounds great. I mean, I'm not mad at it.
All righty. We're on Glass C.
Yep.
And I would like to know, what is more valuable? The bottle of whiskey from which pour you're having a pour? Geez, if I could word this right, it'd be great. The whiskey, or from Walmart.com, a 30 rack of Keystone Light.
30, huh? Wow.
30 stones. We're talking 30 stones or the bottle of whiskey. What is more expensive?
I was just talking about Keystone Light yesterday with a friend because he was like, how did you get into bourbon? And I was like, it was college. I transferred up to Western Kentucky in Bowling Green.
Mhm.
And when you would go out to football games or anything going on, it's like you're either drinking bourbon or you're drinking Keystone Light. And I made my choice back then and I've stuck with it ever since.
Well, bless your soul. It's a hard choice to make, you know? Or is it? It's hard to say. Who knows?
Bourbon or a crispy boy?
Mm-hmm.
Depends on the day.
That has to be a nutty pour. Oh, I don't know if it's nutty.
I feel like there might be some trickery in this.
In what way?
I don't know.
Your chamomile tea?
Psychological warfare.
Maybe. I'm you know
It's in the
what?
cupboard with the tea. In the cupboard.
Don't outsmart yourself.
To the left.
I'm just
Yeah, it's in the back. It's in the back.
I'm gonna be wrong, so I'm just gonna be all wrong.
No. Where the spices are. You're welcome. I love you. Chamomile tea time.
Can I see your answers?
No, not now.
Okay.
I don't want to see yours either.
No, you can't see mine.
I hope
On
I
our
found.
videos.
I hope I directed her to the chamomile tea properly. Otherwise, I'm in trouble. Oh, David Barnes said Matt's in trouble. I can't keep track of the chamomile. I don't. It's not. That's not.
Are you not the chamomile keeper?
I'm not. Although
Got a nice
all
ring to
signs point to I am. So I guess I am. Where the spices are. Chamomile. Exactly, Mojo. Hey, what's going on, Livewire Whiskey? How the heck are you? All right. Did you guess on the old C yet?
Yeah.
The guess has been made.
It's been made. I think I'm wrong. But
You
I
never
don't care.
know. You never
always
know.
wrong?
I'm always wrong.
All right. We're getting to some serious business now.
Okay.
What I would consider to be serious business. Go ahead and pour D.
Okay.
And while you pour D, I just want to remind everybody on Sunday, 9 p.m., Stuff and Whiskey YouTube channel, they're doing a huge fundraiser with gigantic giveaways. It's for mental health awareness, and you should definitely be there. And if you're not there, I will make a list of all of you who aren't there, and I will scold you all next Friday, one by one. And if you've never been scolded by me, it's not good.
Matt,
It's
you
not
need
good.
to
It's
scold
real
Josh.
slow. It's methodical and borderline boring. Just being scolded by me. I'll have you think about a few things. And sometimes those things aren't always great. So make sure you're Stuff and Whiskey's channel, 9 p.m. Sunday Eastern time for a huge fundraiser giveaway.
So two things. One, well, three things, I guess. Thank you for plugging that because
Yes, thank you.
it's such a good cause. Two, I don't know while you were talking about that if you saw my failed attempted long pour with the sample jar.
I missed it.
But that happened. And then 3, question, is there a reason that the sample jar...
Did you spill some of D?
A little bit.
He did.
It's no big deal.
Is there a reason that the sample jar says Maddie P's Delicious D on it?
Yeah. You wrote that, and I like that. That's very nice of you to do.
Okay.
Very nice of you. Maddie P's Delicious D. Almost to 2K for stuff and whiskey? Yes, let's just rack up the subscribers over there. Rack them up.
That's insane.
Also, can we get that shirt, Matt? You're a legend. Like, your shirts are amazing. Like, we need a Maddie P's Delicious D shirt.
Oh, I don't know if that's okay.
That's not what you want out in the
Josh
world.
would wear it. I won't. I'm sorry. No offense.
Yeah, I don't blame you. Unless you just wear it around the house to piss him off. That'd be fine.
If I wear it, then she has to look at it all the time. So she's always thinking about it.
Oh, let's
Jim Brady says, don't forget it's a great cause, mental health. I did say that. I did say it at the beginning. It is definitely a great cause. It's for mental health awareness, and it is for to write Love on Her Sleeve, the nonprofit.
close.
You know that, like, the abbreviated version is Twaloha, which
Makes me want to go to Hawaii.
yeah, it really does.
Mm-hmm.
Which I think would be good for everyone's mental health if we just all went to Hawaii and drank a lot of bourbon together. Think about it, guys.
Don Nishida lives in Hawaii, and I need to talk to him. I need to see how his mental health is. Just see how, if he's just chilled and relaxed, or if he's always afraid of a volcanic eruption. That's what I'd be scared of.
I'd be scared of that.
That's a fair point. I hadn't thought of
Nowhere
that.
to go. You're kind of just there.
Or a tsunami.
Is that a Hawaii thing?
I don't know if it is or not, but I would be scared of it.
Or like, what if what do you call them? Never mind. I was going somewhere and then I didn't even get out of the gate before I screwed it up. So
It's all good.
sometimes that happens way too often.
D does smell quite nice, I will say.
Yeah. Huh. Yeah, it's Maddie P's Delicious D, you could say.
It smells
I just made that up.
sharp to me.
Did you see the Corn Hub shirts?
Yeah.
It says for bourbon lovers only.
Yeah.
So Dan sent me a text message and he's like, why is this happening? I'm like, what are you talking about? And he goes, every time I reply to an email, your Corn Hub shirt shows up in like the signature. He was replying to corporate emails to like his higher ups or something. And in the signature of his email was my the picture of the Corn Hub shirt.
Oh my gosh.
It's a powerful shirt, I guess.
It is.
I feel like I know what this is.
You do?
Oh, do you now?
So that's also, I'm going to ask you at the end to see if you have any guesses. Just to see how.
Well,
I would love to be
I will
completely
tell you
wrong.
this. I never will know, and Josh is always wrong.
Aaron, no. In about, you'll surprise yourself, and then Josh will be like just turning to you for all the answers very soon.
Yeah.
I mean, that's pretty much how I live my life, Matt. I just turn to her for all the answers.
Well, one of the cool things is, Aaron, is your tasting notes and nosing notes they're a little bit different than most people's, where most people be like, this is a coconut. And you're like, this reminds me of putting sunscreen on the beach in 2012 at this, you know what I mean? It's like, so those memories will bring you back and probably will help you remember kind of things that you've been drinking before.
That's true.
It's very specific.
That's true.
A log cabin.
Yeah. I think that's why I liked A, because it kind of smelled like a log cabin.
Mm-hmm. Watching Josh's tiny little face on my screen.
I look all over the place when I'm tasting. You close your eyes and just get in the zone. I'm just searching around for something. Like, what is in the glass?
Mm-hmm. I do this weird thing where I sip it and then I roll my eyes back in my head like an idiot. And now I'm aware of it and I'm physically trying to stop myself. And I'm like, and then I go to edit the video and my eyes are like basically doing spin jobs in my head. Like, how in the heck? Because it looks creepy. It looks creepy as heck.
All right.
All right, I'm ready for this. I know what this is.
Oh, you do?
I think you should write down what you think it is next to your thing.
I mean, already, yeah, we'll do it. We'll guess at the end.
Yeah.
Okay.
Should definitely write that down. Because if you are correct, then you are a smart man. All right, let's find out. Oh, is that your first sip, Aaron? Or have you tried it before?
I've had several. We're good.
Okay. Let's see. Where am I at? Here we go. Glass D. That's one we're on, is D. Is the bottle of whiskey you're drinking more expensive than this carbon fiber toilet seat? This carbon fiber gear's porcelain goblet is made of hand-layered 550,000 psi tensile carbon fiber applied around a pre-molded foam core.
Wow.
The carbon fiber features a 2x2 twill pattern, which CFG, that's carbon fiber or something, claims looks swell in photos but gets its true justice only when held in one's hands. What is more expensive, the carbon fiber toilet seat or the bottle of whiskey you are drinking? What's more valuable?
Okay.
May we ask the purveyor of said carbon fiber toilet seat? Is this another Wish find or is this from elsewhere?
Nope, that is from elsewhere.
Okay.
It's from carbon fiber something. Can't remember the website.
Okay.
It's not from wish.com.
Wow. You know, I'm confident. I think I know what D is, but I just
How confident are you now?
It's just been a couple of years since I've looked at carbon fiber toilet seats.
Are they expensive?
So I don't remember how much they cost.
Are they expensive?
I don't know.
I just wrote down the first thing that came to mind.
I cannot believe that's a thing.
Me either.
That is mind-boggling.
I mean, bidets are a thing. Carbon fiber toilet seats can be a thing, right?
That's got to be a tricky search too. Like you got to be really careful with that one.
I almost told you what I Googled, but it would have given it away. Oh, David Barnes wants some fire decals for his turlet. What Mojo says, when you need to take a quick shit. Yeah, that's funny too. I wonder if you could like accidentally drop the toilet seat and it wouldn't be a big, like when you drop a toilet seat in an accident, it wakes up the whole house.
Yeah. If it's like a soft closed toilet seat.
No, carbon fiber is so light. This
is a good comment.
But I wonder if it could be also soft close.
It could be. But it's so light
Technology.
that it would just
Maybe.
And it's not metal, or toilet seats aren't metal anyway. That's what I'm talking about.
Mojo, I've been meaning to get to this to a comment like this. Mojo says Remus was an 8.6, Maddie. All right. I started scoring whiskeys like 2 months ago, and I didn't realize it was going to be such a big deal. I get so many comments that are like, your scores are wrong. And then someone today was like, an 8.2 is almost a C+. And then I was like, you're wrong, because in the description of the videos, there is it lays it out perfectly about how I grade these things.
People don't read
0 to 2.9 are some of the worst things I've ever tasted. 3 to 3.9 is absolutely terrible. 4 to 4.9 is bad. 5 to 5.9, not my jam. 6 to 6.9, decent to pretty good. 7 to 7.9 is good to very good. 8 to 8.9 is great to spectacular. And 9 to 9.9 is some of the best I've ever tasted. Ever. So stuff isn't going to hit 9s. It's just not going to hit 9s unless it's absolutely crazy. I gave Remus Repeal Reserve 5 an 8.2, which means it is great. It's not like borderline great. It's solidly great. it's almost, it's great to spectacular. It's in that range.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I think it's fair. I think it's fair.
Isn't an 8.6 in the same range?
Yeah, but that would be closer to spectacular.
Okay.
And this is closer to great.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You
People
know?
get serious about their scores.
They
when
do.
When we started doing our stuff, we were like, okay, we're not really like, we say, we're not professional whiskey tasters.
Yeah.
Right.
We're just here to have fun and give you guys our experience. And Aaron comes through with the experiential tasting notes, if you want to call them that. But it's,
Well, and because our scoring system is a 10-point scale, people get confused why a lot of our stuff is in like the 4, 5, 6 range, and we say we really like it. Right. So it's not your typical 10-point scale. And we explain that. We started just putting it in the video descriptions, but we realized people don't read those. So we've started saying it in like every video, so that way people know that it's not like your typical 1 to 10 point scale.
Yeah, you're going to start seeing me just get angry in videos and be like, listen. Okay. Garrett says, someone has a spreadsheet of all the scores. Yeah, so there's actually a link to those scores in the description also. So you can see all the scores I've put. Yeah, so how can you give, I got that today. How can you give Midwinter Night's Dram an 8.4 and Remus an 8.2? I'm like, well, because Midwinter Night's Dram is very unique and it's a rye. It's completely different. It's a completely different whiskey. Yeah. There are a lot of things that taste like a Remus Repeal Reserve. There's very little things that taste like a very good Midwinter Night's Dram. That was my and then geez Louise, JG says 8.5 or above is a B+. No.
That's crazy.
8.5 is an A+. I mean, if you're in like the 9s, that's like that. I mean, that's like super genius stuff where you're like, how are you even in school? You should be teaching this entire community. That's the way I look at it.
I feel you.
Wow, I got fired up for a second.
It's all right.
My blood pressure shouldn't get much higher than this.
We felt the wrath.
The doctor says. Have you poured glass E yet? The final class.
And poured glass E.
This is going to be so much fun to reveal. I can't wait to see what you guys think.
I'm so scared of getting in trouble because, like, I don't want to. I don't want to smell too early. I've got like.
Oh, I'm smelling right now.
I've got a.
Go ahead and smell.
Got some residual hangover from Matt Madness.
Jeff is a solid 8. So Jeff is great. That's really good. If I had to rank myself, I would say, I don't know, what's not my jam? 5.7. Give myself a 5.7. Not exactly my jam, but some people out there enjoy it. Is Wild Turkey still the only 9s you've done? I think so. I haven't tasted anything like rich. I think those are the only 9s so far. There's been some high 8s, but I don't think anything else has been in the 9s.
Wait, what's been in the 9s?
Wild Turkey.
Oh, 2018 Stag's 2018 GTS was a 9.1.
Oh.
It was really good.
I have heard that. Our 2020 bottle that we got very fortunate to get has not, well, it's been interesting the way it's fared in some blind tastings for us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Spoiler alert, today's video.
Yeah. That one was a lot of fun. What
are you kidding me? What's happening? Every single video.
Oh, he's shocked every time.
The reason is I don't give myself the latitude to try to figure out what it is. Like I try to specifically not think about it because every time I do try to think about it, I'm completely wrong. Yeah. I've been right once, and it was Willet 4-year rye because that's so unique. Mm-hmm. But like when we did Basil Hayden and Angel's Envy popped up, and we didn't know what we were tasting. And we have Jim Beam White Label and Jack Daniel's Old Number 7 in there. Like, you know, we have some like low end stuff to keep us honest so that we know that not everything is amazing. And in my brain, I thought that's what it was. I was like, one of these is kind of nutty and the other one kind of has a banana note on it. And they both kind of suck. So, And then it turned out,
He was like,
and
what?
I was like, how much are they? And she's like, well, that one's 40 and this one's 45. And I'm like, my brain
It just
ceased
melted
working.
down.
Yeah.
$40
Yeah.
for that.
And I couldn't
Scott
like,
Tilton says, I think I'm an 8.2. She says I'm 4.7.
Oh, but
Well, I mean, Scott Tilton, you're easily, I mean, you know what? Meet in the middle. How about that? Just meet in the middle, and you would be decent to pretty good, according to my scale. Oh, and then JG says I'm an A+++ with hard. Yeah, that's so sweet, JG. Josh is writing stuff down.
he's probably guessing what it is. Are you guessing what it is? Yes, he is.
I'm actually writing a little bit of my, it's intimidating the competition.
Oh my gosh. I don't know why.
Yeah, I can see that. So, having tasted through these, I want to taste along with you because I like to see how things change, like as you go through a progression of pours.
Mm-hmm.
So, even the second glass didn't taste like I thought it was going to taste like after the first glass.
Mm-hmm.
So these are progressing pretty differently. The last glass, I'm going to say, I'll tell you what I think it tastes like afterwards. I want to see what you wrote down, but
Okay. I
think it tastes like something different than what it is, and we'll see if we're on the same page. If you wrote down what you think it is.
Are you talking about D?
E. I thought I meant E.
E.
Oh, okay.
My bad.
It's an oily bugger right there.
Oh, an oily bugger. That's right. An OB. Nathan Fay, what would be your score of Luxor 12-year double barrel? High 8 to 9 range? I don't know. I can't just throw out a number. I'd have to review it. I'd have to taste it. From memory, I think it would be in the 8s, but I don't think it definitely wouldn't be a 9. 9s are reserved for like just crazy stuff that a 9 would have to be like I taste it and I'm like, what the heck? Like just freaking out about it. Those are 9s. Mm-hmm. I can't really describe it any better than that. Eric Thompson says he liked the Bourbon Junkies tier ranking of Buffalo Trace products. Did you? Did you really? No, it's a good idea. I'd never heard of people doing tier stuff, but as soon as I saw their thing about tiers, I saw like another video where somebody's doing tiers, and I was like, holy crap, those do exist, and they're right in front of me the whole time.
It's a thing.
I have not scored Sam Houston 15 yet. I started doing the scoring after I reviewed that, and my wife won't let me drink any more of the Sam Houston 15 because that's her favorite bottle.
That's fair.
So, yeah. So I don't want to upset her when she's like, "Oh, give me some of that Sam Houston," and I'm like, and I've got to pour her something completely different, and she'll know. She'll be like, "This isn't that." All right. Are you accustomed to Glass E?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Okie dokie. Class E. Is a bottle of whiskey more expensive than a jigger from Tiffany & Co.? What is more expensive, the Tiffany & Co. jigger or the bottle of whiskey?
Man.
What's the jigger made out of, Matt?
It just says Diamond Point jigger. I don't know what it's made out of, but
are there diamonds in it, like in the?
Ooh, good question.
Part?
I do not know.
Okay.
It just says Diamond Point jigger, Tiffany & Co. It's got 1 ounce on one side and 2 ounces on the other. Pretty amazing how they figured that out. Tiffany Curveball. It's a Tiffany Curveball.
I feel like you're trying to trick us.
I don't know. I mean, honestly, I don't have no idea. Because how much is a Tiffany jigger? If you'd asked me 3 days ago, I would have said $14. And then, yeah, I mean, who knows? Because these whiskeys get crazy too. And so does other stuff.
They do.
That's all I'm saying.
I'm pretty
Inexperienced
sure
whiskey new guy Nothing better than spending Friday night with the WTWT and the coolest people on the planet.
Aw,
Having
thank
what you got.
you.
Oh, shucks, Barry.
Okay.
All right.
Right.
This is
I wrote
fun.
it down.
I am pretty sure that Glass E is more expensive than $14. I don't want to give anything
maybe
away
not.
to the competition.
Well,
but
I'm pretty sure that the Tiffany Jigger is not $14.
you don't
Who knows?
I
It
know
could
how
be.
much Tiffany stuff is very overpriced, so
It could be on clearance.
that's true.
Okay. Do either of you have a favorite pour from this lineup and a least favorite?
I don't have a least favorite. I liked them all, but I think Glass A was my favorite.
Really?
Because I smelled log cabin and bacon, and that's literally just an emotional reason. But they were all good. I like them all.
I mean, E's a front runner favorite for me.
Mm-hmm.
It tastes to me to be the highest proof.
Josh is a proof snob, if you didn't know.
Mm-hmm.
And it's got a lot going on. I mean, it's got big flavor. I like big flavor.
Okie dokie. All righty.
I feel like they got
Let's start-
progressively better.
I like
As
them
we went
all.
along.
I would drink any one of these any night.
Yeah, they're all good. I think D and E to me are the front runners if I had to rank them.
David Barnes wants to know what a tracking number from Bourbon Outfitters. They will email you the tracking number once they print the label. So this past weekend I was hanging out with Ryan, who is basically he's the man behind the whole Bourbon Outfitter. He's the man. Anyway, they had 1,000 open orders and there's 3 people in their shipping department.
Oh wow.
So people started getting their Knob Creek picks today. So if you haven't got it today, I would expect an email tomorrow with a tracking number. They're just working busy over there, just packing and wrapping and shipping. So let's start with A. Let's see who wins and who gets to pick their showcase for the evening. Glass A. Both of you seem to enjoy it. I'm not sure. Erin said it was her favorite. I asked if the bottle of whiskey was more valuable than this gazebo, 30 feet by 10 feet from wish.com. Erin, what did you say was more expensive, the gazebo or the bottle?
I said the gazebo.
Josh?
I said the gazebo, Bob.
You both said that the gazebo was more expensive.
Yes.
They're not giving those things away, Matt.
Oh, almost broke that. What you were drinking tonight, thanks to Ryan Alves and his generosity, is Michter's 2021 limited release toasted barrel finish bourbon, which is selling for about $400 from what I could tell.
What?
And retails for about $100. The price of the gazebo from wish.com, $48.
Oh,
It's a $48
Oh my
wish.com
God.
special.
We need to get
I
a
feel
gazebo.
I feel like the gazebo was a little bit of a twist because what are you gonna get married in a $48 gazebo? I guess.
I mean,
guess.
I would. If
I mean,
it's $48.
that's a gamble right there. Like if you go Amazon, I'm pretty sure we'd be pretty close on value. I knew the Wish part was a wrinkle,
Wow.
but that's very surprising to me.
Wish.com is crazy. It's crazy. That seems like a deal, says David Barnes. I think so too. Wish is super cheap because all the products are garbage. Probably, but that was I wanted to pick something from wish.com. I had no idea. I did not know. Glass B. So far we're tied 0-0.
Yeah.
Moving to Glass B, I asked you what was more expensive, the bottle or the 1999 Pontiac Grand Am. Erin, which one did you pick? Was it the more expensive item? The stuff or the whiskey?
I picked the whiskey.
You said the whiskey was more expensive.
Oh,
Yes.
I picked the car.
You said that the 1999 Pontiac Grand Am with a lot of work needed was more expensive.
It didn't say not running though, and a running
said needs
card
work.
works something.
It said it needed some work.
Right.
What you are drinking is Rebel 10-year weeded bourbon. Goes for about $100, give or take.
Oh,
The car, practically giving it away at $300.
Yeah.
The car was more expensive.
Dang it.
It has no power steering. Electric fans don't work. CV joints going out, but he doesn't have time to fix it. $300.
That's optional.
$300. So far, Josh is up 1-0. 1-0. This was fun. This has been fun. This is going the way I thought it would go. Completely just a terrible mess.
So far, we've never had either one of these before.
Okay.
So this is awesome to be able to even get to try these. So
That Rebel 10 is amazing. I love Rebel 10 so much.
Yeah,
but
it is good. It had like a little bit of funkiness on it that I couldn't quite place, and there's like that weeder funk.
Mm-hmm. But to be totally honest, I think that funkiness came off of the toasted barrel mixers. I think it came after
carrying
that.
over.
Because when I tasted Glass B, I was like, "What the heck is this?" And then when I looked at it, I was like, "That's not that," but it is. It's just that toasted barrel threw a funk a little bit. I think to the next one. I think I could be wrong, but
I'm feeling that toasted barrel.
not like I'm the world's top whiskey taster or anything. Weird.
Or the land's prettiest long pourer.
Oh, that's a good one. I like that. I do like that. I might buy that Grand Am. It's local. It's local. All right, let's see here.
It's cheap.
It's just needs some work. I don't have time either, though. Glass C. I asked what was more expensive, the bottle or the stuff? And the stuff was a 30 rack, 30 stones of Keystone Light. What was more expensive, the bottle or the stuff? The stuff or the whiskey? Aaron?
Okay. So I initially put stuff.
Okay.
Because I thought you were trying to trick us.
Uh-huh.
But then I changed it. I'm going to be honest. I changed it to the whiskey. That's my final answer.
All right. And Josh?
I wrote
the
whiskey.
30 rack?
So we're not separating ourselves here. Whiskey for me. Their Keystone Light is nothing.
I know.
Keystone Light, $18.27 from Walmart.com.
Felt like it was a trick.
You were drinking Blanton's. I was wondering. I was just wondering if you could, just for those people out there, maybe they'd choose a 30 rack of stones over the horsey bottle. But I failed in my attempt to trick, and Keystone Light got kicked to the curb by both of you.
Yeah.
That's okay. That's all right.
Support you.
I almost fell for your tricks, though. I was like, your trick almost tricked me into being tricked.
Yeah.
And
I had to think harder
but
about
I
it.
prevailed.
I had to think harder about it than you would think for Blanton's. Like, it should stand out more than that. This actually not poo-pooing. This isn't a bad Blanton's.
Jim Brady, shouldn't they guess the glass before they reveal? Yeah, we did that. My bad. We were going to do that, and we just didn't.
Oh, Josh will be the only one guessing because I do not know.
I never would have guessed this was Blanton's. It did smell Buffalo Tracy, like taste like that sweetness, like a little bit of grapey note on there. Sure. That's the only thing that I thought Buffalo. I never would have guessed Blanton's.
Is this the one that I said smelled like apple?
Yeah, a green.
Yeah, it is.
Green apple.
Like a green Jolly
I still
Rancher.
smell that.
That overly sugary candy sweetness is like. That's like the only tip off I have for Buffalo Trace.
So this next one is interesting.
Okay.
This is Glass D.
This is.
I asked what was more expensive, the carbon fiber toilet seat or the whiskey. And Josh, you said you had a guess on this one.
I do have a guess on this one.
Let Josh go first. On this one.
So my information is written down. Okay.
Okay.
May I know how much the carbon fiber toilet seat is?
Yeah,
Not
you
changing
can
my
know
answer.
that.
Hands in full, clean, plain sight. Okay. So
The carbon fiber toilet seat is totally reasonable, and I was thinking about pulling the trigger, but it's out of stock. So, but it's $299.95.
Matt, I would not
$300
consider
for a
that-
carbon fiber toilet seat.
We need to have a talk real quick. I don't think $300 for a toilet seat is reasonable. Now,
either.
somebody in the chat did say if you're getting a bidet, then that I could see value there, or maybe something heated. Although I guess carbon fiber probably wouldn't get cold, would it?
I don't think it even. I think it's an antimicrobial.
And you know you got those microbes on your bum, so
Yeah.
Not me.
gotta anti the
No.
microbes.
I had those removed.
Surgically, or did you get like a salve, or what's that process look like?
That was a lie. I just lied to you.
Oh.
I have so many microbes.
Well, if you get that toilet seat, you won't anymore.
Yeah, there you go. Money well
I think I
spent.
actually made up the fact that carbon fiber is antimicrobial. I think that's a lie. I think that's also a lie.
You know what?
I think it
would
actually
believe it,
probably
though.
holds germs even more.
I
You know,
believe your lies.
If you just say something with confidence like that, you just
Yeah.
said it, and I believed it.
The way I said the word microbial, which I pronounced it wrong 3 times in a row with confidence.
If I'm being honest, I just got a little lost in your eyes, and I just went with it.
Oh, Josh. SG Flying High, Sherry G, thank you so much. $5 super chat. Appreciate it. So, what was your guess? What did you think D was? Let me hear it.
Yep.
All right, I'll tell you what I think it is. I thought it was the ADHD Nassif blend. It tastes very light whiskey-esque to me. I originally thought Obtainium, but then I don't think the proof is that high.
Okay.
So something in that light whiskey Obtainium Nassif space.
So, okay. Did you guess over or under? Or what did you guess was more expensive?
I actually guessed the whiskey because I did not have any clue what a carbon fiber toilet seat costs.
Aaron, what did you guess?
I guessed the toilet seat was more expensive.
Oh.
All right.
I originally said the bottle, and then I saw a comment that said somebody who's buying carbon fiber toilet seats buys more expensive whiskey than I can afford. So I was like, ooh, that toilet seat's expensive. So I changed it.
Oh, so
What does Pigsley say? How can we trust you anymore, Matt? Oh, because I lied about having my microbes removed? Sorry. What you are drinking is poor man's Old Carter American whiskey, which is Obtainium light whiskey with a week's worth of toasted oak staves in it.
Ooh.
So that was a good call out, Josh, because
I knew there was a curveball in there somewhere.
It definitely threw the flavor profile off quite a bit. And I just couldn't throw this bottle away because I was out of the American whiskey. So I made my own poor man's. It's Obtainium. It's about $70. We're tied 1-1 going into the final pour.
Oh, this last one.
Oh.
Oh, I bet we have different answers too.
I hope so. Gosh,
We
I hope
should
so.
Do we have a tiebreaker if we don't?
probably do have different answers.
You guys watched Matt Madness.
Yes, I did.
He did. I did not. I'm sorry. I was asleep. I like.
Well, that was the tiebreaker right there.
It's late. It's late. Because
Oh, it's so
My
late.
man.
Colorado or Tennessee.
I totally get it. I always come prepared at the tiebreaker. Yeah,
You probably
use
won't
it,
need
so.
it. I bet we guess different.
All right. Glass E. I asked you what's more expensive, the bottle or the Tiffany & Co. Diamond Point Jigger? Josh, did you have a guess for what this was? I think you said you were thinking about it.
Man, I don't know. Like, I was thinking about it, but I can't quite put my finger on what it might be. I'm not getting any. Okay. Man, it is so oily.
Just guess.
I literally don't know.
Okay.
I'd be
Oh,
completely
okay. I thought you had a guess.
pulling
Well,
that thin air.
Josh,
Yeah.
what did you guess? What did you say was more expensive, the Jigger or the whiskey?
I said the Jigger.
Oh, I also said the Jigger. But I can change it.
What would that would take? Okay.
Only because Tiffany's expensive, right?
Tiffany's overpriced for what it is, yeah. I think,
Shots fired.
personally speaking. But yeah, I said the Jigger as well.
Son of a bitch. Well, in pure ADHD whiskey, Matt Madness fashion, the jigger is $950.
I knew it. As soon as it said Tiffany, they could charge $2,000 and people would still buy that.
That is wild. I was thinking maybe 150 or
No.
250 tops.
So back in the day, I was probably 2021. I bought myself for Valentine's Day a Tiffany necklace. The cheapest Tiffany necklace I could find, and it was $150. So that was like, I knew that was the starting point. So I figured that jigger was pretty expensive.
900, like, so the other one was a diamond tipped drink stirrer. It was like a tiny little spoon, and it was like $600. I was like, what the hell?
Oh my
Can you
God.
imagine like stirring your drink with a $600 spoon? And that's the only job that spoon has.
Yeah.
Then you just throw it in the sink and you're like, save it for morning kind of thing. Jeez. Anyway, you know what? Trying to think of a tiebreaker because you're tied. Son of a bitch.
Wait, what was the whiskey? What was the whiskey?
That's what I didn't want to. Well, I'll show you anyway. It is, you know what? We're going to do a totally fun tiebreaker that I'll think of off the top of my head. What you're drinking is a Stag Junior single barrel.
Whoa.
It's
Really?
It's a single barrel Stag Junior, 133.9 proof. So, I don't even know how much these go for on the secondary market, but obviously not that much. Obviously, the Tiffany Jigger is way more expensive than Stag Junior.
Yeah, I think we had one local store got a Stag Junior pick, and I think I saw it on secondary for like local secondary, which is like a little higher than national secondary. It was like $450 ish.
Yeesh.
You know what's wild? Like, what was the proof on the poor man's old Carter?
138, I think.
God, none of these hit me that high.
No, they didn't either. I
am
normally
desensitized tonight.
feel like I get attacked by things that are that high proof, but I did not get attacked at all tonight. We're all playing nicely in the
Because
playground.
you graduated.
Because I'm no longer a beginner. I'm a beginner intermediate or something.
What's David? David Barnes says noise, and then 30 seconds later he says dumb.
Aww.
I'm not sure
David
what David
Barnes
talking about.
has the same name as one of my favorite singers.
We're stuffing whiskey and we're nice and dumb. So he's spot on.
The diamond dishwasher safe. That's funny. Shoot. Tiebreaker. Let's see.
Man,
You know what?
Stag Junior single barrel, Matt. Dang, thank you, man.
Yeah. It was
Heck
good.
yeah.
They're all good.
See, I was gonna have a tiebreaker ready, but I was like, you know what? It's not gonna end in tie. Just see this is where I was going with this.
Odd
Is
number.
I'm honestly shocked that I actually was kind of close to Josh.
It's an odd number. It
I'm not
can't be a
gonna-
tie, right? How do we end in a tie if it's an odd number?
because you both guessed the correct amount right.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. But that's how my brain works. I'm like, it's an odd number. There can't be a tie. And then, of course, there is.
That's not how math works.
I know.
Okay.
All right.
Stupid bug.
Let's see.
All right. Here we go. Showcase showdown style.
Oh, yeah.
I am wearing a Clearwater Defying Tradition Distillery t-shirt. When I say I purchased it, I got it last weekend at Clearwater Distillery. I'd like you both to write down what you believe the retail price of this t-shirt was.
Got it.
Wow. That was too fast.
I'm so wrong though.
I got it for free, but
Is this
somebody
Price
else
is Right
paid for it.
style? Is this the closest to without going over?
yeah, you can't go over. It's definitely what do you call it? It's showcase showdown style.
Okay. This is what we do in our blind head-to-heads. Josh is usually the thinker, and I'm just like, this is this. I'm done, and then I doodle on my paper.
She draws notes and.
I wrote it down so there's no funny business.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Josh, what was your price on the t-shirt?
$24.13, Matt.
Aaron?
$45.00.
Good grief, woman.
Oh,
When's the
Aaron
last time
was
you bought a
closer.
t-shirt?
From a distillery.
Aaron was closer, but she went over. It was $40.
Oh,
$40 for the t-shirt from the distillery.
I knew
So
the
Josh,
t-shirt was going to be expensive.
Almost went $1.
do you have the showcases in front of you?
I did not unwrap
Perfect.
them because you told me not to. You said it says don't touch or die.
Yes, that's totally true. Josh, do you want showcase 1 or showcase 2? You don't even get to look at them. So this game was obviously not even totally fair to begin with because it doesn't matter. You have to choose it blind. Showcase 1 or showcase 2?
Can I? Is this real Price is Right? Like, do I have to pick, or can I let the lady choose?
You have to pick.
Okay. I'll pick number 2.
Okay. Aaron gets to drink.
Look.
Aaron gets to drink showcase number 1, and Josh gets to drink showcase number 2.
Okay.
Okay.
Do we have
You
a
guys-
clean Glen?
Yes, we do.
Okay.
You have to
So-
drink the whole
Oh,
sample,
boy.
except for Josh.
Can
Matt,
you open this?
Yes.
I will open these. I'm a little worried about a lot of my life choices right now.
Why? These are showcases.
So anybody that watches,
One of them is priced significantly higher than the other.
I feel like I know which one it is too, and I feel like I need to sharpen my knife.
No, it's just I made a big. I made a lot of wrapping with the plastic on there. Lots of wrapping on the plastic.
That would be an accurate statement.
Wrapping on the plastic.
This is exciting for me.
Here is yours.
Okay. Can I move these?
Here's mine. Yes, we can move these out of the way. I'm going to keep mine in order so I can enjoy what little is left later.
Oh, I drank all mine already.
Killed it.
All right. So, you know what? We're just going to get the top off, and then
That's what she said.
with the wrap still on there. So I will
Is
say,
this mine?
yep, this is going to be yours. Let's get these in the Glens.
Showcase
Hey, let's-
1 for Aaron. Showcase 2 for Josh.
I
This
feel-
looks darker
You know,
than yours.
Yeah, can I say based on like all those times where I was in school and I called home sick to be able to come home and drink some 7-Up and watch The Price is Right. Like that's what you did on sick days, right?
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
That's what I did. And I feel like Showcase 2 was always that was the one. Like
Not on match.
if you took Showcase 1, you were a chump.
Really?
Of course.
Yeah.
Jim
But I feel
Brady.
like-
I'd love to go fishing.
I feel like Matt might have pulled a fast one on this here though.
You don't lose a digit.
I think I might lose my face.
That'd
Oh, I would never.
be worse.
I definitely need to sharpen this thing. All right.
Yeah, I really wrap. You don't realize how good you wrap them until you watch people take them apart, and then you're like, oh.
Derive some type of sick pleasure from this. It's a
right.
nice. It's
We
a
should look at these.
it's a suit. Okay, so hang on. Let's look at a mistake
The
has
color
been made.
difference?
A mistake has been made. So
Showcase 1 is Aaron's. Showcase 2 is Josh's.
so
All right,
All
go ahead
right.
and nose them and let me know what you think.
Ooh. Showcase 1 smells good.
Ooh. Showcase 2 smells good.
Are you lying?
I poured myself a little bit of Showcase 1. Just
Not too, Matt.
I didn't. You know why?
I
Because
know why.
You know what? I'm going to be nice and leave some of this for you, but I'm going to drink a lot of this.
I don't think it's gonna matter after this.
when we started the stream, Josh said no matter if he wins or loses, he's going to lose.
And
So
you were
that's
right.
kind of what happened here tonight in the final chapter. The final chapter of the stream was Josh winning, but also losing.
All right.
So-
Josh is always a winner in my book.
Except for right
Cheers.
now. Cheers to you. Cheers to you, Matt.
Cheers.
Dingo.
Oh my goodness. All right. Let's get into
Cheers.
it.
Yes. 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 That's good. Josh is loving Showcase 2.
I'm speechless. Oh. Oh. Oh.
Okay, hold on. Are you just being dramatic
Nope.
because you think it's bad?
Nope. Nope.
Like, you think it's
Nope.
bad because it's light?
No. Here's what happened. It was bad, and then it got way worse.
Because this is smooth as silk, whatever this is.
I'm sure it is. But the first 3 seconds of this were like, oh, this is not as bad as oh, wait a minute. Oh my goodness.
Hold up. Wait a minute.
Ooh,
Yes.
boy. Oh boy.
This is like,
Mm.
this is easy to sip. I don't know what this is, but it
Same.
doesn't, it
Same,
doesn't
girl.
hurt me.
Josh, if you'd have chosen Showcase 1, you would have been drinking what Aaron is drinking, and it's Old Charter Oak French Oak.
Oh wow.
The DC like special is a move-in gift. Is a housewarming gift. Yeah, it's Old Charter Oak from Buffalo Trace. It's 92 proof. It is finished in a French oak cask. It's delicious. It's one of my favorites. Unfortunately,
Try
you
this.
chose.
Yeah.
Fortunately, you
She's gonna
chose
try
Showcase 2, which is also a DC special. And Josh,
but
you're drinking
Pickles.
George Dickel Tabasco,
Yep.
which I'm sure you could tell.
Oh,
It's-
yeah.
When we just switched and I smelled his. It smells like pickles.
I don't think I can taste anything after that.
No, probably not. Probably not. But it's the Dick Burns edition, it says, right on the label.
Oh gosh.
Did you taste it on purpose?
Yeah.
You are brave.
It's not that great.
No.
I'm sorry. I'm not going to drink any more of that.
It's
You're
bad.
not
It's
gonna
real
drink
bad. It's not good at all.
It's very light.
Yeah,
Craig
so-
says, I effing knew it. Yeah, a few people guessed it. A few people guessed it
even
was
told
George
somebody-
Dickel.
I even
George
told somebody, I was
Pickle.
like, I feel like he's gonna find a way. Yeah, I don't even taste that.
You don't taste, yeah,
No.
because it's light to begin
It's-
with, and then that after that,
Mhm.
having that, you
when,
won't taste
when I
this.
smelled it, I knew what it was. And
Mhm.
when I took a sip of it, the first 3 seconds were not as bad as I was expecting by
Then
a
it takes-
considerable margin. Like
It
it
takes
wasn't
over.
anywhere close to good, but it was not nearly as bad as I thought. And then it got way worse than I expected.
Mhm. It does a thing.
Oh, yeah, it does.
There
now
was a
it's really-
team.
Oh,
There was a team of people out there who said, "This is a great idea. We should sell this to
Matt,
people."
What's the retail price on that?
The George Dickel Tabasco.
Yes.
I've seen it as high as $24.99 and as low as $10, like on clearance. So yeah, I did give it a 0.3.
Oh my
I did.
gosh.
Yeah, it's hideous. And it doesn't say how to drink it. It just says like smooth sipping. So just
That's
smooth
not true.
sipped it.
That's
No, it's not.
true.
It's not true at all.
Yeah.
Using barbecue sauce, that's not a bad idea. If you want to make the world's worst
Mm.
barbecue sauce, it's not a bad
like,
idea at all.
what is the use case for this?
Can you
I have
smell
no
this
clue.
after smelling that?
Why am I still smelling that?
I don't know, because it's in your hand.
To me, it
does
smelled
smell
like
quite good.
the janitor in elementary school who put the sawdust on stuff.
Yeah.
so-
we just had a video we recorded where Josh talks about that pink stuff that you put
Mhm.
on.
Yeah.
It's like sawdust to like sprinkle it.
Yeah.
Like, what was that all about? That didn't make it smell better. First of
No,
all,
It didn't.
First
but
of all,
I feel like
you don't just pour stuff on that and the problem doesn't go away.
yeah, it's still there.
That's like an elementary school move to cover something. Like, let me just pour this on top of that.
Yeah.
It's all good.
Yeah.
The
And then we'll
problem's
put
still
some
there.
like things around it and kids won't walk in it.
Yeah.
No one will know what's there. That's not
Right.
true.
Yeah,
Oh,
we did
man.
we did a video of an Irish whiskey flight, and it's been a long time since we've gone down the Irish whiskey route, and it'll be a while before it comes out. But we had one of the pours smelled like that stuff, like that pink, but not in an off-putting way.
Yeah, it was
very
weird.
It was very strange how maybe it was the maltiness or something. I'm not really sure. I need anything after that.
Here, you want my water?
Like acid.
Do you want some almond milk from the fridge?
There you go.
That for you?
Yeah, something thick and viscous. Well,
so
I mean,
for the what's the word? Wow, my brain absolutely sucks.
man.
Like why
it's okay.
can't
It's
why
Friday.
can't I think of stuff? The inaugural Stuff and Whiskey game show. What do you think? Was it a fun game? Was that a good game?
I had fun.
It wasn't
Wasn't serious
game. It was not serious
at all.
And I won out because I got the better showcase.
You did. You definitely won in the end. It's a little bit different, a little bit goofy, a little bit. I don't know. I thought it was fun. I had fun. I didn't want to like make you two like go to bed mad at each other. But
we wouldn't
I
anyways.
failed.
No.
Really?
Whiskey's for fun.
Yeah. We do this for fun. If it's not
That's
fun,
fair.
we're not going to do it. That's what I told him.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of silly if you other way. But if I was like, I don't want it to be serious, and it wasn't that. But I'm gonna double check on that Grand Am tomorrow morning. See what's going on there.
That's a steal of $300.
So Mojo
Shoot, snatch that sucker up.
Mojo 88 has a comment talking about a Plinko board.
I
Mhm.
love
And if-
Plinko.
Was that as far as Price is Right games goes?
Yeah.
That was my favorite.
I mean that's the king of the hill, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, the Bourbon Junkies. So when they were a young channel, they had every super chat over I think $5. They had a wheel. They'd spin the wheel, and it'll land on something like quick review or like send you a sample or something like that. This is when they had a couple hundred subscribers, few hundred subscribers, and then they started picking up steam, and they literally couldn't do it anymore because if they did that every time they got a super chat, they wouldn't have a live stream. They would have they have zero content. So they're like, we're gonna try a Plinko board. And they got a second camera with like that showed the bottom of the Plinko board, like what it landed on, because it'd be quicker than the wheel. And I think it lasted maybe 2 live streams before they scrapped it.
Aw. Plinko was the best game, though. I feel like everyone loves Plinko.
I like the putt-putt game. That was a good one. And I like the one where they punched through and pulled out the
Mm.
like
I don't
you
remember
could
that
pull-
one.
I don't remember that. I remember the one where they had to guess like the price of like kind of like tonight. Like they had to guess the price of common items and higher lower.
Okay,
Right.
hang on, time out though. If you're on where you're doing the wheel, right? You're spinning the big wheel.
Yep.
And you're on 65.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I'm spinning again.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm spinning again.
At 65?
Yep.
Wow.
Because you
I am
have
way more risk averse than you guys.
I'm spinning again.
There would be a lot of calculations involved in the order I'm in the lineup. Am I the first person? Am I the second person?
Well, if I'm the first person, I'm
But
definitely
if you're the
spinning
second
again.
person, you don't have a choice.
Yeah.
But if you're over, let's say the first person spun 60, the second person spins 65. You're the
Then-
second person.
Well, then I'd stop
Yeah, of course. Because then you'd win.
because you'd win.
No. Oh yeah, it's only 2 people.
Yes.
Why am I thinking it's 3 people?
I don't know.
Look,
Like-
Bob Barker was like peace, and Drew Carey was like, "Hey guys, I'm here," and I'm a Drew Carey fan, but I was like, "Nah, man, you ain't Bob. I'm out."
Yeah.
I'm not that crazy. They're like, well, player 1 got 50 cents. And I'm like, well, I got 60, but I'm not happy with that. I'm not happy with winning. I would
Going
like
again.
to spin a few more times if that's all right.
I actually had a friend that was on Price is Right.
Are you serious?
No.
Yeah, I've seen clips of it. Yeah, years and years ago. So I used to live in California, and one of my friends in California, he was on The Price is Right.
Bob or Drew?
Bob Barker.
Oh,
But he only got down to the stage, and then he got outbid by somebody. He never. I don't think he got to go up. He got to go down to where you had the 4 people,
Mhm.
and then he never got to go up. But he was on the show. He sent me the video clip. This was years ago, so I don't remember specifics, but It's cool.
Bourbon of the week says 3 people spin. Well, that completely ruins my. No.
Wait, when do 3? I thought it was just 2 people.
Thank you.
Oh, 3 people spin to get down to 2 people to go to the showcase showdown.
Yes. My man. So if you're the second person and you're on 65, what do you do?
And so the first person is 60. You're the second person. You have 65. That's tough. I think I'm gonna. It just depends on how risky I'm feeling that day.
Yeah.
Do you size up the third person? You're like,
no. It just depends on if I feel like how I feel that day. If I feel confident, I'll go again. Or if I'm nervous, I'll stay at 65.
That's interesting. I would base my decision based on like what that third person, like if they really nailed the game they played.
But it doesn't matter.
Like, oh man,
because they're spinning, so it's luck.
Oh,
that's true.
Luck, but it's like if they've got the force on their side and they nailed that first game. I'm not trying to tempt that.
Fair enough.
I'll let them sink their own ship.
Agree to disagree.
But I mean, if you're in the same place they are, then that's just thinking poorly about yourself. If you think that they've got better luck.
Matt, we'll talk about that Sunday.
The price is wrong, bitch.
I just found that. It was just there. It was just sitting there.
I love that so much.
Oh, geez. All right. Before we say goodnight, I want you to tell everybody in chat about Sunday once again, the fundraising super mega live stream giveaway stream on your channel Sunday at 9 p.m. Let everybody have it. Let them know the deets. Everybody pay attention. It's important.
All right. Time and place.
Sunday, 9 Eastern, 8 Central on Stuff and Whiskey on YouTube.
Correct.
.com.
That's where the live stream's happening.
Yes.
The giveaway's happening on the live stream as well. We'll probably live stream for about 2 hours, talk about some things, have some fun, do some blind tastings, and then we'll do the giveaway at the end. The donations are happening over on GoFundMe, and that will be in the video description for the live stream. And also you can see the full giveaway details in the video description.
And it's to benefit
To Write Love on Her Arms, which is a charity organization that started about 15 years ago, really grassroots, making t-shirts, selling merch, helping people. We'll talk about all this on the live stream. We'll go into all the details, but it's a very personal cause for us, for mental health, for mental illness, depression, anxiety, the whole 9 yards, suicide, the whole thing. Very heavy topic, can be at least.
Yeah.
But we're not going to get heavy. I mean, we'll talk about some heavy subject matter, obviously, but
we're going to have fun.
It's about having fun. It's about speaking to the hope and the help that are available. That's what To Write Love on Her Arms is all about. They're all about providing hope and help for people who are struggling. And so we want to speak to all that. Really looking forward to talking about it.
Yeah.
To be honest. And we're going to give away a bunch of really good whiskey.
A lot of good whiskey.
Yeah.
Some little Pappy, a little Willet,
a
little bit of this and that.
Yeah. We got a Pappy flight of the 15, 20, and 23 year. We have a Willet flight of 6 samples that are all 6 mash bills from Willet. What else do we have? We have a Bardstown flight that has Discovery 3, 4, and 5 in it, plus some of the finished stuff like the Prisoner and the Pfeiffer Pavitt and the Piper Favitt as well, which is almost what I said. And then we have an Aged flight, which is like it starts at 1792 12 year, and it goes to like the Russell's 13, and then it goes to the Sam Houston 14, a Calumet 15, and then on and on. And then we are giving away any cool bottle that we have. We're putting inside of a blind flight, and we're going to put together 5 blind flights, kind of like 3 blind mice, but 5 blind flights. So we're going to put together anything cool that we have. It's like, you know, we love blind tastings because that's what our channel's all about. Yeah. So we're going to put together some of those for people. We've got like a cocktail box that was donated that's like fixins and all kinds of stuff and recipes.
Oh, we have some lamps too.
We have some custom made.
I love
lamps.
I love lamps.
We have tons of bottles, by the way. We have Stag Junior Batch 12. We have Elmer T. Lee, Weller 12, Blanton's, We have a ton of store picks. We have a Jimmy Russell signed Russell's Reserve. We have a Russell's Reserve pick. I wish I could win both of those. We have a 1792 Foolproof pick, a Jack Daniel's Tennessee Tasters, Barrel Proof Rye. What else do we have? We have a Willet 6-year rye, a Nashville Bourbon Company 8-year rye, or those ages might be reversed. There's literally so much stuff I can't even remember it all off the top of my head. We're gonna have 30 winners because I want
30 or more. Because Josh can't.
We're just trying to
help himself.
We're just trying to hook everybody up with good whiskey and raise a lot of money for a really good cause.
Yep.
All the donations are through GoFundMe. It goes straight to Write Love on Her Arms. It's all tax deductible. We never even touch it. It goes into GoFundMe. It goes to them, and then we're just going to give you guys a lot of whiskey because
we get to hang out.
We like you, and we are not. By the way, this is not just us. This is a whiskey community, a whiskey tube, and a whiskey community through Instagram.
Yep.
This is like a collective effort. So we're giving away some of the stuff. We personally are giving away the 5 blind flights, but everything else has been donated through people locally from Nashville Bourbon Social Club, through Instagram, through our Stuff and Whiskey Instagram, through our channel. This is everybody showing up and showing out for a cause that means a lot to people. And today I was trying to tally up how much is like, if you put a monetary value on what's being given away, I think it's something insane, like $4,000 worth of whiskey is being given away on Sunday night.
People giving, like donating bottles to us to
it's
give.
It's like a Red Hot Chili Peppers song.
Yeah, we're just gonna give it away.
Give it away now,
but not now. On Sunday.
We'll give it away on Sunday.
We'll give it away soon. So
you two are awesome. If you're still in chat, you're not subscribed to Stuff and Whiskey, do it now. Subscribe to them. Hit the notification bell so you're reminded when they go live on Sunday night, 9 p.m. Eastern. Be there. Have you two been able to talk with Chad and Sarah? Like actually just message them or anything about what's happening after their stream or no?
We need to. We don't have it's such a, okay, so real talk, because that's what I'm about. So we don't have a personal relationship with them. So like, I don't know them. And like, I have reached out to a lot of people about this. I'm very uncomfortable doing it.
Yeah.
And they're such a big channel that it's like, I'm like, how do you like, you know, and part of me is like, I don't want to self-promote. Like, you don't have to subscribe to Stuff and Whiskey to win.
I totally
you
get
just have to donate to the giveaway.
Yeah.
Whether you just subscribe to us or not, like,
Doesn't
that's
matter.
totally irrelevant. It's about this cause. So
for sure. Well,
far as, go ahead, Matt.
Sorry. I was just going to say, I didn't know if you had spoken with them or not, or if you've had any luck reaching out, but I'll shoot them an email also with what's going on to see if, I mean, best case scenario, if they're done and they can send people over, that's the best. So hopefully that can happen.
Yeah,
that'd be awesome.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, we love their channel. Like they're great. Like we don't know what we're talking about. They know what they're talking about. Like they're the OG. They're the first couple of Whiskey Tube.
Yeah.
You say that, like the first man and the first woman.
Yeah.
The first lady.
First lady.
The first man, the first lady of Whiskey Tube. That's Chad and Sarah. So, you know, we're just trying to do our own thing in our own way. But we have mucho respect for those guys. So,
well, I have a feeling that Sunday is going to be a huge success. It's going to be huge. It's going to be huge or whatever. However,
huge.
Something like that.
And we hope so. Yeah.
That's
the plan.
Yeah.
And
we've got some pretty crazy. I should say I have some pretty crazy. Like we're talking about it, and we're both on board with this thing. But then I was like, what if we did this with it over the course? Because
we want to do this fundraiser every year.
Yeah.
In October every year. So we have some long-term goals over the course of time for how much money we can raise for mental health awareness. So it's pretty cool stuff.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Like long-term, that's so cool.
Yeah.
Eric Thompson, I feel like Chad and Sarah get some stink eye from people on Whiskey Tube. I don't think that could be further from the truth.
Yeah.
I think that Chad and Sarah are very well respected and everybody loves them and everybody started by watching them. So I don't know who you're referring to, but I think that everybody I know, everybody I've spoken with, talked to, It's Bourbon Night was like the first thing. I mean, the Tribe, Whiskey Vault, and It's Bourbon Night were like, they're awesome. I think it would be like more like maybe they were intimidated a little bit. That could possibly be it, but no, nothing but love for Chad and Sarah. They're the absolute best. Love those.
They
Absolutely,
were the actual first Whiskey Tube video I've ever watched because Josh was into Whiskey Tube before I was. Surprise. And they were the first one I watched because he thought I would relate because they were a couple. So yeah, nothing but mad respect to them for sure.
I met them at Whiskey Weekend earlier this year, and I just stood there and I was like,
Did you fangirl?
Actually, to be 100% honest, I said, I'm fangirling right now. I was like, can I get a picture? Like, I couldn't help it. I was like, I love you guys.
I get that.
I said, actually, my exact words were, you're real people. You're actually 3-dimensional figures. You're actually not just, it's just weird. It's just weird thing.
It's so interesting seeing people on a screen and then seeing them in real life. It's like it's like almost like you're seeing someone different almost sometimes. Like for example, we met somebody for the first time in real life and they were like, "Oh, you're taller than we thought you were." Like I was like, "Oh, yeah, I guess you really don't know how tall we are because we're sitting down on a counter, like behind a countertop all the time." It's just cool.
Shit. Are you like a volleyball player? Are you like 6'5"? That'd be so weird.
No,
Matt. She's 6'7".
I'm 6'7".
Nobody at 6'5" makes it in volleyball, Matt.
No, just kidding. She's 7'6".
The record. Love you guys. Thank you so much for being a part of the stream. Thanks for playing Stuff and Whiskey. Stuff and Whiskey plays Stuff and Whiskey. Sorry you had to drink some Dickel Tabasco. My bad on that. But
you know what I was going to say?
Fun.
My polite side was going to say, it wasn't that bad, but it was that bad. So
it's terrible.
I just hope that people watching got enjoyment because when it hit me 3 seconds after the fact,
it's violent.
It's a bad situation.
Okay.
You know what? We'll just come on Sunday night. We're going to talk about the trauma that Matt has caused me tonight.
My bad.
For a couple hours.
You did it to yourself.
I did. I chose this.
He did. He asked for this, literally.
Oh my God. It's getting worse. Oh.
And Adriana says she's shorter than anyone realizes.
Aww,
I wouldn't expect Adriana to be like too tall. So I don't know. Rarebird 101. Do you guys know who Rarebird? Dave Jennings. The man behind all the wild turkey stuff says, how can I get in touch with Stuff and Whiskey? Instagram?
Oh.
Anywho, happy to contribute to the cause. Yep. He mentioned maybe a signed book he could just give away on Sunday.
Awesome. Instagram.
That would be so amazing.
stuffandwhiskey@gmail.com. Yep. Send us an email. That'd be awesome too. That's probably better than Instagram.
Well,
we're really do Instagram, but we're also not really like good on Instagram.
Hey, hang on, Dave. Whatever works best for you, man. Instagram or email, Stuff and Whiskey, and whiskey @gmail or at Instagram.
What he says.
We will get with you, man.
Josh is the Instagram man.
Yeah. Love his
Steve
stuff.
Burko.
Like once we found out we liked wild turkey so much, man, like I just started soaking up all the stuff on his website.
Mm-hmm.
Steve Burko says, Bourbon Sane was my first YouTube channel I found. I've been trying to get Chris to come back. I've been harassing him, actually, literally putting out wanted posters. He's been a busy guy, but I'm like, you need to, we miss you, Chris. And it's funny because the way you spell Bourbon Sane was Bourbon Sane, but the way he spells Bourbon Sane is BOURB insane. So INSANE. And we live streamed from his house one night. I got totally slammered. It was a very long live stream.
Oh, wow.
But I was like, dude, your name is the best. And he goes, you know what the problem is though? Is nobody ever types in BOURBIN. So it's a total mistake for the Google algorithm thing.
Oh, yeah.
But Bourbon Sane, Chris is the best. So I think everybody should harass him. Send him messages and tell him to come back because he had great content and super awesome live streams. He did a live stream once where he did bottle kills, and he had no idea how much was left in his bottles. So he's like, I'm going to kill this. He's like, first bottle kill of the night. And he did 1 hour streams before Mash and Drum. So he'd be like, he's like, first bottle kill of the night. I got a Woodford double oaked. And he's like, boop, 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 and it like filled up his Glen like 3/4 of the way. He's like, well, this is
All right.
so funny. I love Chris. Why that's just
I was on some of his videos pretty early too, and didn't he buy a farm? Like he just disappeared.
When he's a pharmacist, so like
Pharmacist.
when COVID rolled around, he was he started getting really busy at work, and then like right before that, they bought a farm, so he started having to dedicate a bunch of time to like.
Yes.
I don't know.
So the pharmacist has a farm.
Yeah.
Right.
Mm.
I made the same joke and nobody laughed. But guess what?
Or the farmer.
It's fine. I don't care. I laugh.
We get each other.
Matters.
We get each other.
Yeah. You know what?
Oh,
I'll just
geez.
see myself out, and you guys can have a moment.
It's fine.
And I love it.
It's fine.
I love it.
You can help my wife find the chamomile tea.
I will. I like. You know what?
It's by
I
the
like.
spices.
I like a good chamomile.
You do like a good chamomile.
I do. You know what?
That's well,
we were about to go down.
Aaron, Josh, thank you for coming on tonight. This was a blast. I had a super amount of fun. Friggin' Stuff or Whiskey. So everybody in chat, be on their channel, Stuff and Whiskey, Sunday 9 p.m. Eastern. Subscribe to them. Watch their videos. If you haven't watched their videos yet, just watch one. You'll fall in love. It's literally some of the best Whiskey Tube content on YouTube, and they deserve just the most that anybody is. Like literally the best stuff. It's the best. And that's all I have to say about that. So I'll see you guys Sunday. My name is Matt. This is ADHD Whiskey. There's Stuff and Whiskey. And like we always say when we're here together for the first time, keep your head in the clouds, but your mind on choosing Showcase 1. Because Showcase 2 is literally not good. Except for when you call home from school sick. Then it'd be good. But not today. Today, different day. And George Tickle Tabasco reigns supreme on Josh's palate for weeks.
Forever.
Forever. And that's just a sad story. But not sad enough because he's still smiling from ear to ear. Love you guys. Have a great night. Next Friday, a week from tonight, my 2-year anniversary on YouTube. 2-year anniversary, exactly to the date. The 15th of October 2019 was the first whiskey video I ever released. It'll be 2 years to the date. I'm doing an Ultimate Flighting Championship flight for my Patreon community. It's going to be a bunch of fun. We're going to celebrate, do giveaways. It's going to be a blast. So I'll be here next week for my 2-year celebration. And that's it. That's all I got to say about that. Good night. Love you. See you next week. See you Sunday on Stuff and Whiskey.